All right, welcome to another TechHub.training solutions video. My name is Caden, and I'm excited to help you through today's challenge, which involves ChatGPT being able to recreate a website from a PNG file or a screenshot. Now, I found this challenge really fun to write just because, man, AI is just crazy. But enough of that. Why don't we go ahead and dive into the solution, huh? So, as I walk you through the solution, you're going to see me flip back and forth between two different windows for ChatGPT. The first one is this ChatGPT 4.0. Again, both the versions that I use in this video will be paid versions. But if you have a solution that doesn't use a paid version, that'd be awesome. Go ahead and post that, and we'd love to see what you find, and we're excited. So this first window again is ChatGPT 4.0. I use this because of this Canvas feature that allows you to kind of test and preview your code um, within the ChatGPT window. But if you don't have that, you can always, of course, create an HTML file and open it in a browser. So the second window that I use is this ChatGPT o3 Mini High, because this version is a lot better at coding. Now I'm going to apologize because uh, there's a lot of lines of code here, and I'm going to be doing a lot of scrolling and a lot of flipping back between pages. So if you get a little motion sick, I apologize. Now, zooming up to the top, though, let's go ahead and start with the beginning. I actually ran into a problem that I didn't run into the first time I did this challenge, which was when I dropped this in and I asked it to recreate the website exactly, Chat declined because recreating a website verbatim might infringe on copyright stuff. So if you run into a problem like that, no worries. Just go ahead and tell Chat to instead uh, of copying paragraphs and text exactly, just use it as a template and then put placeholder paragraphs instead. That seemed to do the trick. So I went ahead and I plopped this right into ChatGPT 4.0 just for the first part and generated our first version of the website. So I'm going to open this, and this, of course, is that canvas view, and we're going to click up here to preview. So we can see here that chat was able to identify, oh, there's kind of this italics cursive something or other. I guess this isn't cursive, but it definitely got these words up here. You have a placeholder text box. This, of course, copies that um, outdated, boring line box. I don't know what to call it. And then you have your buttons up here with the follow and the YouTube and your search bar down here, which are all things that I asked it to specifically include. So that's a good starting point. We're going to go ahead and move on from there because there's much more exciting stuff to cover. But if you want, you can spend some time trying to tweak it so it looks exactly like our original prompt. And that'll help you get a feel for how chat responds to these prompts and what it understands really well and what it kind of struggles with. So moving forward, I took that code and let's see, I went ahead and asked it in this guy up here, given this HTML code, let's make this website look more modern and more professional. So I added just the things, the challenge stipulations, right, in that first part of that challenge with the improve the content box, make the bar sleeker. Um, so it took that code and made those adjustments. So that was good. And of course, after every iteration of this, because I went ahead and did a couple of those, I put that iteration into a copy of that canvas. That's what these are called. So I went ahead and put that copy of that code into this canvas. But with every iteration, I actually copied over that. So we're going to wait to show that preview for a little bit longer. So after that initial cleanup, here's the code that it gave me. I asked chat to write that two paragraph introduction to our fictitious Professor Oak. And I apologize. I think in the instructions that was listed in the first part, but we went ahead and included that just so we didn't miss any steps here. So I went ahead and did that in O3, and I wanted to point that out because if you do it in O4, there's a chance that it might condense some of your code or some of the paragraph. I noticed that when copying images into O4 and asking it to copy text and stuff, it seemed to want to condense that so it didn't have to take up as much space or as much memory, and so it could focus on coding. So in order to make sure that I got all of that, I asked the other version of Chat, the O3, to go ahead and insert that into the code. Now, those of you who know a little bit about HTML know that you can just copy those paragraphs as well and place them next to these P dividers, or I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, after that, I asked Chat to go ahead and create a dark mode button, again, according to the instructions in that challenge. It took about 23 seconds and it generated the following code. I noticed after I did that that these buttons, including the dark modes button, were inside the box as the instructions listed, but they didn't look very good. They ran over the text that was in that box. So I asked it to clean it up, make it look a little bit more modern, and not to do that. Chat took another 5 seconds, printed that out, and that was my final iteration. So I went ahead and copied that code into here and check it out. Here's what we got. We have our website with the blue bar and the bold white text up top for these links. You've got your follow YouTube in black and red, and then you've got your dark mode in blue. And if you click on that, it actually changes to light mode. That's pretty cool. So there we have our little solution here. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you've learned a little bit more about using chat to maybe build on the knowledge that you have, or leverage knowledge that you have and do cool things that you may not otherwise know how to do. Um, and with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.